Empires have been built across areas that share things in common. Chinese civilization was founded upon the fertile land in between the Yellow and Yangtze rivers, and the Roman Empire was centered around the Mediterranean Sea. However, these two areas of common climate and terrain paled in comparison to the size of the Eurasian steppe. This region was the single largest area of continuous flat land that had a similar climate all throughout. Naturally, whoever could control this region would control the largest continuous empire in history. These people were the Mongols. The Mongols utilized two factors to unite the steppe regions into their empire. The first was their use of the curved bow. This was literally just a bow that had been curved twice to give it extra power when you pulled it back. The second, and most important, for specifically winning over the other tribal peoples of Central Asia, was that the founder of the Mongol Empire, Genghis Khan, did not care about what tribe people came from or their family background. You see, before Genghis, leaders of previous hordes had effectively made a pact with each other. That was, if they ever attacked each other, they would spare the lives of the nobility. However, this nobility would just reinstate itself once they saw the right opportunity to rebel. Genghis Khan, however, specifically killed off the nobility of the tribes he conquered. However, he wasn't simply a ruthless conqueror who killed the nobility and then expected the conquered tribe to fall in line without resenting him. Instead, he incorporated conquered tribes into his own tribe, purposely sparing skilled artists and craftsmen and enlisting them to help in the construction of the empire. Genghis Khan even personally adopted orphan children of the tribes that he conquered. Now, all of these strategies were essential in the Mongols' success against fellow tribes of the Eurasian steppe, but the Mongols went further and instead of simply conquering the flat terrain of the steppe, expanded to conquer vastly different terrains, from the Carpathian Mountains in Romania to the temperate rainforests of southern China. This was due to the Mongols' incredible adaptability. They used the architects they had spared to construct catapults for siege warfare, and they sent spies into towns to learn of its weaknesses. The Mongols also did not bother pillaging towns that had surrendered to them, and instead left them with relative autonomy, pleasing the local rulers. All of this allowed for the Mongols to unite most of Eurasia into their empire. This had dramatic effects on the balance of power in the Old World. The only empires that had remained intact that had done battle with the Mongols were the Byzantine Empire, with its fortification of walls and ocean, the Egyptian Mamelukes, with their harsh terrain, the Sultanate of Delhi, being guarded by jungles in the Himalayas, and Japan, who happened to have monsoons when the Mongols sailed over to invade. Thus, the Mongol Empire had no real challengers, and had become the first true superpower, having its presence felt over all of Eurasia. Perhaps the most important change the Mongols brought about was exposing cultures to one another. Chinese silk weavers, Persian mathematicians, and Slavic artists were now united under one empire, sharing ideas and mixing cultures. For example, gunpowder and paper money made their way to Europe from China through the Mongol Empire. However, it was not just inventions that the Mongols spread. The Mongols unfortunately also helped spread the Black Plague from China to Europe, the worst plague in history. Even though the Mongol Empire only lasted 200 years, it still greatly affected the balance of power in the entire world. Thank you guys so much for watching this third installment in the Balance of Power series, and stay tuned because more are on their way.